done a lot of dance challenges that were viral for years and I made no money. I was disturbed, I was depressed, I was thinking differently. I felt like I lost myself.
What was that moment that made you think, wow, looking back and where I am now, I've made it?
I remember I got a call from working with artists. They always want to outsmart you. And it's crazy, and I keep questioning myself like, why?
What lessons did you learn?
They also taught me a lesson, a big lesson. When the artists or
if somebody is starting out, especially the young people in your group,
Yeah.
how can they put themselves together so that they get what they deserve? Hello and welcome to Connected Minds podcast. And I'm your host, Derek Abaite. And today we have an electrifying story that I think would leave you inspired. Imagine going from a low point and being featured in a video with Beyoncé. So today, I'm going to be speaking with Dance God. And this, our guest, has gone from being laughed at to becoming Ghana's most sought-after dancer. He co-founded a dance academy that is changing the lives of millions of people. He's also set himself on a path of starting his own dance academy. Look, this episode is packed with lessons of perseverance, how you can turn your passion into profit and staying true to your vision. So whether you are commuting in the busy traffic times of Accra or you are jogging in Nairobi, stay tuned because today's conversation is going to shift your mindset about chasing your dreams. You're welcome to this podcast, my brother. How are you doing?
Thank you, I'm doing very fine.
So today I just want to go right in, straight in.
Okay.
And my first question is, what was that moment that made you think, wow, looking back and where I am now, I've made it?
Wow, that's a good question. I've never been asked that question. It's always like, what's your breakthrough? But I remember I got a call from someone in Nigeria, and the person wanted me to be a part of an ad in Dubai. So the people recommended me from Ghana. I was the only artist from Ghana called for that. We were there for like a week. And when I got to my hotel room, I actually teared up. It's like, wow, from assignment all the way to Dubai, UAE. And I'm going to be in an ad that's going to project Dubai. That's crazy. That's madness. That's when I was like, nah, God is taking me on a different path. And it's just to inspire other people, the young ones, because at that moment I had nobody in my life. It was just me. I didn't even know where to go, who to talk to. I was just praying and then I got that message. So like, it made me feel some type of way about life, and being consistent, because I was just hopeful at that point. I didn't have anybody. I didn't have nobody to talk to. I was just dancing and hopeful. And then I got the chance to be featured. I was with one lady called Copy, Asiat from Nairobi, Kenya, and Nadia Kai from South Africa. These are the three people that were in the ad. And bro, it's amazing, like how that changed my life and my perception about life. I feel like let me put it this way. I want to be very, particular with my words. I just knew I could dance. I knew I could move to the rhythm of any song, but I didn't know it was beyond dance. I just thought I'll just dance, be in music videos, dance behind artists, because that was like my mindset when I wanted to dance, because that was the only thing that I could do. But fast forward me being a choreographer for an ad shot in Middle East. That's crazy. That's different. That's mind blowing. That's me moving to the next level. You get my point? Like me shaking grounds, me changing the whole dance, the whole culture, the dance culture. Now I got messages from Nigeria, South Africa. Like I got messages from almost everyone that looked up to me and used to text me, that bro, we thought that was your end, you know? And you doing this, that means that we shouldn't give up. We shouldn't look down on ourselves. We shouldn't belittle the little talent that God has given us. Bro, and it paid well. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I mean, that money is it's still there, you know? Like, I still have some money in my account from that project. So that means that, like, whenever I'm talking about this stuff, it makes me emotional.
Yeah.
Because I remember that very day when I had a call, and I remember the situation I was in.
What was that situation?
I had left a team. There were news circulating about me being selfish, blah, blah, blah. No one wanted to look at me. No one wanted to have a conversation with me. And the fact that I was not talking and I was dancing, I had not done any job in like about a year. In 9 months, getting to a year, I had not done any proper job. Something that's going to bring me a lot of money. Then boom, I get a call. It's not like I've done something that's whole year that is going to make me feel like, oh, at least people are watching me. Because I had gone like low key. So me getting that call, the guy was like, I saw your video on YouTube and I think you're the right person for this job. I Googled your name. I said, I don't know anything about dance. I just Googled your name. And then I actually went through your social media and like, you fit in.
Wow.
Yes. I thought it was just those people, sometimes you get calls from people and it ends there. He called again the next week and it was like, bro, I'm going to be in a Zoom meeting with you, with the people from the government, the Dubai government. And you have to be ready. You have to say something that's going to make them want to choose you. Already an agency recommended me there. But the government want to know who this guy is and why I be choosing him. I didn't even see anything. I didn't say anything when we go on the call. I just smiled and I was like, my name is Dan. I introduced myself and that's it. They were going to question me, ask me, have I been to Dubai? What do I think about Dubai? They never asked me a question. They just asked me to introduce myself. And the next week, I was in Dubai. Everything just moved fast.
Fast, yeah.
Fast. I only believed. And I think before that, I had done a dance challenge for Kim Promise, Terminator. And it was just picking up. So I didn't connect Terminator to the fact that these people are trying to reach out to me, So I questioned myself way too many times. And then I was like, you know what? It's God's doing.
That's right.
It's God. It can only be God. Because I had a lot of people, the media, I had a lot of people trying to reach out to me for music videos, interviews. I didn't accept any of this. I didn't grant any interview. I didn't do any job. I was trying to find myself. Then boom, this.
Wow. So if somebody had told you 15 years ago that you were going to be who you are today and you were going to be in a music video with Beyoncé, how would you have felt at the time?
So I quite remember when I was in high school, I went to Presec Legon. A senior walked up to me and was like, "You're special. You don't dance normal. Like I watch people dance, but when you dance, I feel different. And I feel like you're going to do something great with dance. You're gonna be you're gonna be dancing with top icons." I didn't really pay attention to that. I was like, okay, thank you. And then I moved on. But when I started using social media, I realized everybody was just gravitating to me. People, top artists were following me from nowhere. And I didn't even know what I was doing, you know? So when I did the challenge for Beyoncé, I just did it for doing sake, yeah, because everyone was expecting Dance Girl to jump on the dance challenge. So when I did it, I was actually sick.
Right.
I was like, let me just do it. Something was telling me, no, there's a reason why I'm feeling sick on this day that I want to do the dance. Let me just do it. Whatever happens, I did it because I was feverish. I did it. In about 20 minutes after I had posted, the views, and that was my highest views in a very long time at that moment. People were just texting me, bro. I had a lot of people messaging me, like people that I used to look up to, telling me, why do I have a feeling you are going to be in this music video? Yeah, people say things. We'll do a video, tag Chris Brown, and be like, oh yeah, I wish Chris Brown would see this, blah, blah, blah. But about that particular song and that moment, I just felt different. So I did a video and I said, if Beyonce put me in this music video, I'm gonna walk a certain way. I think I posted it on my Instagram, and everyone was like, hey, yeah. People were just manifesting, saying things on Twitter, Instagram, their stories. Then boom, Beyonce posted me in. She made a collection, and then she put all of us in a story.
Wow.
I'm like, is this thing manifesting? Like, am I actually going to be in the music video? So then I didn't say anything. Not knowing her choreographer, the lead choreographer, was following me.
Okay.
And I didn't even know. So he sent me a message. Quickly, I followed him and I messaged him back. And he was like, we are going to try our very best to get you in the music video. Within a week or two, I got another message from an amazing videographer he's a Ghanaian, but he lives in New York. He messaged me like, I'm coming to Ghana and I want to talk to you about being in a music video for Beyoncé, bro. Like, that's when everything started making sense to me. It's like, that young guy from Ashama with big dreams wanted to do something with dance, something change the perception about dance in Africa, has been called out of the many dancers in Ghana to be in the music video for Beyonce. Nah, this is a calling.
Yeah.
This is a calling. This is a prophecy. Because when I was young, people used to tell me like, I like the way you dance. Like they will call me to actually come and dance in their house, their homes.
Well, but the interesting thing is that even though you love to dance, you are also trying to be a footballer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's but then you see a lot of footballers around this world who dance as well, isn't it? That's is a good example of that.
So when I was very young, I explored my world. I used to play football. I used to act, and I used to do a little bit of rap. You know, all those things with group. We'll make a little circle and one after the other we rap. Yeah, I used to play football. I used to dance, but for fun. It was not my thing. It was soccer that I wanted to do because obviously I've seen a lot of people from my neighborhood make it with football. So I wanted to follow that path. But God is different. God is the greatest.
Now, I just want to take you back to the times where you wanted to be a dancer. How did your family think about that?
My mom was cool because when I was young, I did something, I performed somewhere, and then they brought a lot of money home. Yeah, I got sprayed on, yeah, with money. So yeah, and for like I think 3 terms, they used that money to pay my school fees. So it rang a bell in their head. So this guy can do it. Yeah, I believe him. But my dad, it was very different for him. He wanted me to go to one of the best schools. You know, I went to PSEC. He wanted me to take school serious. That's what a typical Ghanaian father would do, you know, to protect me. So yeah, he did not like the idea. My mom, at a point, she was okay, but I got to a point I was moving very weird at home. So she did not really support it like that, but she's a mother. Yeah, I think I actually told her, sat them down. It takes a lot of courage to actually sit your parents down and tell them about dance. They'll be like, ah. So I actually made us sit here, took out 1 hour to talk about dance. You know, so I told them I want to dance. I would change. I remember my words. I was like, whatever you put your mind to, you can make it happen. Whatever you put your mind to, you can make it happen. If it is whatever, painting, whatever, I believe that I can do something with dance and I'm going to make money out of it.
Did you not feel like you were disappointing them by not following what they
I just had to
laid
gather
out for you?
courage. I just had to be very hopeful. I was extremely positive. Extremely.
How do they feel about it now?
Now, like you said, we are still in the process. We are still living life. I know a lot of people are on standby to see how I'm going to be like in the near future. But you're not God. God is in charge of everything. And I believe that this thing that I'm doing is I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it for a whole generation. So I have to be very, very mindful of my movement and everything. I feel like now they're super happy. They are praying for me and they are hoping that I do something better with the dance and the opportunity and the grace that I have right now. You know, they are happy. They are happy, but they are still scared. You know, happy but scared.
Right.
You know, of the outcome.
Yes.
Because the more I grow, the more I meet challenges as a human being, as a talent, as a brand. You know, I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna have kids. You know, to get to that point, I won't be dancing anymore.
Yeah.
So all those things, they advise me about it. We are more like buddies now. We just talk about things to do, what not to do. But in the beginning, they didn't really talk about anything. They didn't really care like that. Okay, maybe they cared, but they didn't show signs.
Right.
You know how parents are. Yeah, they didn't really show signs. But now they call me, they advise me on certain things sometimes. You know, when they hear things about me that's like bad, they want to know why and all those things. Yeah, I'm super happy that through dance, I'm able to like connect with them on a different level. Because I didn't even know I could have a longer conversation with my dad. The longest conversation I had with my dad was when I was telling him I wanted to dance. We never even crossed paths because he didn't like the idea. He didn't like the idea until until I think I did a video with my mom and it went viral. And I was like, I don't know, like, why don't you want to dance with me?
Right.
Why is it always my mom? So
he was feeling like
I introduced him, and then I think, we became close after that.
Do you blame your parents for taking the stance that they did, to make sure that you take the path that they know has led to sustainable success for many people?
Sometimes you have to be stubborn. Sometimes go for what your heart is telling you, but it has to be positive. You know, had I not taken this bold step, I wouldn't know that I can actually ignore my parents and do certain things.
Okay.
You know, I feel like me trying to prove them wrong brought me this far.
Okay. So I just want to tell you something. You are sitting in a space of passion.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in a space of profession.
Yeah.
In the sense that my father wanted me to become a pharmacist, a doctor or a dentist.
Okay.
I mean, you recall that we've had some dealings in the past where I was trying to chase my passion in music, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
It didn't work out because it wasn't paying before.
Yeah.
So, you know, there was no support coming through.
Yeah.
But the path that was recommended for me by my parents worked out massively. So I'm just saying that it's beautiful to follow your passion. Especially, you know, you are a good example of someone that's followed their passion. There are plenty of people.
Yeah.
But what are the chances of somebody succeeding in the field of a passion? What are the chances?
I feel like I don't know. I don't really know. But I gave myself 5 years. If after 5 years I don't do anything proper with dance, I just quit and go and find something better to do. You know? But I had it in me. I realized that dance was the only thing that made me feel free. So I had to find ways, creative ways that can help me make money from dancing without any artist, any support from any artist. It was challenging.
Wow. If I take you back to the entire process up until now, what do you think has been your most darkest moment that made you feel like giving up?
When I started getting backlashes from people on the internet about me leaving my ex dance crew. They didn't know the story. So I don't know why everyone felt like it was the truth. You know? So I was disturbed. I was depressed. I was thinking differently. I felt like I lost myself, you know, my name, the fame. Because I was thinking about fame at that moment. I was thinking about, so I'm going to go, like, nobody's going to see me again. You know, but that actually helped me.
How did you bounce back from that?
It was my darkest moment, but my blessing in disguise. Like, I started getting voice notes from people I didn't even know were looking out for me. These were like top people. These were like top people sending me voice notes. Some were calling. Don't give up. I've seen this before. Some people leave teams and that's the end. Others also leave and they become different, become greater. I remember my dad called me in the middle of the night, like midnight. My dad does not call me at that time. He will not even call. If I want to talk to my dad, I have to go through my mom. But he called me. It's like all these things happen to the greatest.
Wow.
And that's been my motive. Like it made me, like I connected a lot of dots. Like anytime something happened in my life, my dad would call me. I don't know how he finds out. Maybe I'm his son, so he knows me better. It was like tough things. There's a saying, something I forgot, but he said something like that. It was like, all these things happen to the greatest, so just keep your head up. And it made me child. Like I was like this in the beginning. After that call, I was like, I'm ready for the world. Let's go. Started traveling after that time. Started moving from one place to the other. Started doing crazy things. I did a lot of it's 2023, 2024. That's when I did all my dance challenges went viral. It was like I just needed to refresh my mind. I was invited to a lot of homes. People don't know about this, but people were inviting me to their homes to talk to me. They were worried. To me, I had nobody watching. I felt like everyone left me.
Yeah.
But in 2023, 2024, I had everybody calling.
You felt a sense of loneliness?
I felt that yes, for a very long time. It's like, no, this is not me. Imagine you have about 30 people you see every day. You feel like they're family. And all of a sudden, all those 30 people are against you. Or they are no more. You don't see them. Sometimes you see them, you can't even get close because you don't even know what's going on. I had to put myself together. I had to actually talk to myself every day. When I wake up, talk to myself. I pray. Get on the road. See, steady the game. Self-actualization. That's right. When I didn't even know that I could do so many things. I didn't know. I just thought, bro, I'm just dancing and, if you like it, fine. If you don't like it, I'm doing me. I didn't know I can actually have new people under my arms.
Let me stop you here for a minute. If you've been watching this show, I want you to subscribe and become part of the family. We are on a journey of changing the lives of people on this channel. And we appreciate you for being here. But if you haven't become part of the family, connect with us. Hit the subscribe button. Now let's carry on the conversation. When in Twi, I think there's a proverb that simply translates to the person that is constructing the road doesn't know how bent or crooked it is behind him. When you're under the leadership of someone and you are a good observer, you're able to see the mistakes of that leader. And some people, what they try to do is that they try to sit with the leader to put forth those, complaints or changes or whatever it is that they feel inside. But some people too take a bold step to say that, no, every mistake that I'm seeing, when I break out, I'm going to make mine better. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, the world thrives on that. People must think different and do things differently. That is the beauty of this world. The different shapes, colors, forms. What I really want to delve into is the lessons you learned from your previous group that allowed you to start yours. What lessons did you learn?
My ex-dance group taught me a lot. Discipline, number 1. 2, love, unity. 3, endurance. That's the last one. Because when I started my new team, Dance, Grow and Live Academy, I just knew there were a lot of talents around the world, in Ghana, Africa. But I didn't know that it's not just about talent. I just thought it was talent. I didn't know about it when I was in my previous. I was just like, I get a talent, we work. Talent is talent. You like talent. But you can be very talented and still be wherever you are. You never move. You need discipline. You need to be together. You need to love each other. you need to have that zeal, that anger in you, that fire. That's how someone is gonna like get attracted to you because they see the passion in your eyes, even through like your movements, even when you look at them. And these days they call it aura. I didn't know about all these things when I was in the past group. I just thought we were just dancing and having fun. People were just laughing at us. But when I came out of it, it took me a while. Step by step. Started with 5 people. Then I had 40 people. Then it came down to 10. I had to sack a lot of people.
Okay.
Because they wanted the affiliation. They didn't care about the dance. Oh, I'm a dance good Lord. I'm okay. Doing all sorts of weird stuff around. So I had to dissolve everybody and I called 10. The first 5 people I was working with, those were my people. Then I added 10 more. Then it became 20. Now we are almost 30. And I feel like we are ready. For the past 2 years, we've been moving step by step. We're growing. We are fitting in. People are loving us. And it's just 2 years.
Now, what I really want to understand is, in a previous interview where you spoke about you being a co-founder in the previous group. Now, how did you guys in the beginning decide who the leader was going to be?
Decide who the leader is going to be?
Yeah.
We did not decide. We did everything. We gave each other a role.
What was your role?
My role was to fish the talents.
Okay.
And because I'm like more of like, have too much energy, I did extra.
Okay.
And like we go on stage and I'm like, I used to like motivate them a lot because sometimes someone will come to dance class, Rhea's house, and he or she is not in a good mood because maybe his dad or her dad said something, go and find a job to do. Why are you always dancing? So I have to always like motivate them, like psych them up. So I was more like that in there. Yeah, but I don't think there was
You chose a leader.
No.
Were you happy with the leadership?
There were a lot of things that we could work on, but working in a group it's like sometimes you have to be a fool.
That's good. Do you feel like there was more you could have done in that group that you did not do?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the reason why you started yours?
No.
Why did you start your group?
I started my own group because I realized there are a lot of talents. There are a lot of talents in even Accra. And these people keep coming to me. They keep saying, I want to train under you. I want to be under you. I want you to focus on me. I want to make you proud. But when we are there and they come, it's not like that. Because I have a lot of things that only me. The things that I think about myself are a lot. The things that I used to think about some of the people in the team that's already there were a lot. So how am I going to have time for you, the newbie? I'm not going to have time. I'm not going to pay attention. So I realized, and there were a lot of things that were happening that I was like, you know what, I'm not too happy about it. And I don't want to go back and forth with anybody. I just want to be me. I just want to have fun. I just want to enjoy my journey, So I believe that the new people that I'm working with are people that are willing to push dance to a different level. They are willing to see, and they love my vision. Like I want them to do extraordinary stuff with dance in Ghana. And I like how passionate they are about the dance. Like I see it in their eyes.
Did you feel appreciated in the previous group?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It was on and off, you know.
There was an internal battle
No.
you were
I
having
don't
with
think so.
yourself?
I don't know. At that point, me, I didn't know what was going on in my life. Like I said, I didn't really pay attention to anything. All I knew was we loved each other and we were dancing. You know, no one actually lectured me on so many things.
So now you break off
Yeah.
and you get the idea, I want to start my own group. That comes at some point. And again, look, kudos to you. You've done a fantastic job with that group. But you know, what's the plan, the future plan for that group, DGL?
Dance, grow, live. Wow. The future plan is to see the legacy live forever. The future plan is to create success for everyone in the team. I'm not going to dance for my whole life. I want to be at home and I see Dance Grow Live Academy, the future, run things in Ghana, in Africa, in the world. I wanna see them take care of their families through dance. I wanna see them inspire their communities. I wanna see a lot of great talents coming out of Africa because of Dance, Grow, and Live. I wanna see someone say, I am who I am because I used to look up to Dance, Grow, and Live. I used to look up to these people in this team. So it's not even about myself. It's not even about those in the team. It's about these three things: dance, grow, and live.
Do you think dance, as you have seen it, is enough to take care of you up until pension time?
Yeah, I've saved a lot. I've saved a lot of money, and I have a very beautiful team around me who are always planning ahead, who are always putting me on my toes, who are advising me on what to invest my money in, who to work with, how to spend my money, like basically managing my finances for me. So I believe, obviously, as an entrepreneur, I would love to do other things in my life.
What are some of the things that you think you can invest your money in to expand your portfolio?
A lot of things. As time goes on, we'll find, you never know. Sometimes I can just tell you what I want to do with my money, but I might go home and it will be a different new idea will come. You know, so gradually it's gonna pick up.
Because the reason I say that is because recently I saw that you bought a beautiful car.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's one of my dream cars.
Yeah.
Right? It's a beautiful car. The question that was running through my mind is, as a young person, when you make money, and the car is the first I've seen from you. But the biggest question is, how about accommodation? That was what was running through my head. So I thought, you know what, let me not just think about it. When you come, I'll ask you.
How about accommodation?
Yes.
Okay. When it comes, I'll come here. I'll come back here to talk about my accommodation.
Okay.
However I want to live my life depends on me, actually. I'm not living this life to impress anybody. Like I said, I want to inspire the next generation. If I have a car and you're thinking about, why didn't I buy a house first and I bought a car? That's up to you. That's in your head. That's how you feel. I live this life with no regrets. If I've bought a car and you think I should buy a house, that's fine. When the time comes for me to buy a house, I'll buy the house. And that's fine with me. Because I'm not trying to live my life like everybody. I try to be very different. I feel like as an individual or as a young talent like me, people try to put their pressure on you. People try to, I don't know how to put it. People want you to do what they think is best for you,
Right.
you know. But where were they when you were struggling?
Mm.
Where were they when you had nobody to talk to and you're talking to yourself
Mm.
and you're praying to God for opportunities? Why didn't they call me?
Mm. Mm.
So why are they trying to advise me? Because I saw a lot of comments. I think you should buy a normal car and you have to go and buy a house. A lot of things. Can you just say congratulations and move on?
Mm.
You know? If that time comes that I don't have any money again, you still come and talk. So I feel like everyone has their own opinion about things that we do as a I don't know.
Especially if your everything is online, right?
Yeah, you know. I was not even going to post about this thing. I mean, everyone has his own opinion about things. And yeah, me, I come from a very humble home. So obviously, I'll be thinking about house, where to
Yep.
put my head and
Yep.
everything. But yeah,
It's in stages.
yeah.
Right. Mhm.
I come from a humble home. So I don't think I need to answer everybody about what I'm trying to do in my life. No, that's not a thing for me. Me, I like to be low key. If I have a house, you see. Now that I have a car, you've seen it.
Yep.
Don't question. Why?
Mm.
Oh, Ghana, my motherland.
All right. As a dancer,
Mm.
you know, I can only imagine how you've had to struggle to get through, you know, your money conversations with artists who tell you to do a dance for them, do a challenge, and whatnot. How have you been able to navigate that?
It's difficult. It's the most difficult thing. Working with artists, brands, working with management. You always want to outsmart you.
Okay.
Always. There's no time that I'll be like, you're worth this, let me give you this. Always want to outsmart. And it's crazy. And I keep questioning myself. Like, why? Don't you think I want to make money for myself?
Of course you do.
So why do you want to make money for your artist, but you don't want to make money? You don't want to help me make money. You need my service. My service is going to help your artists grow one way or the other. Why don't you want to at least compensate? And you're like, oh, we are family. Why do you want to do family with me? And then I see your artist in a big car, looking all flashy, and I'll be walking. No, it does not make sense. So I've questioned it all my, like, that's the reason why people see dancers, content creators, whatever as nobody. Because we want to like, artists. Oh, artists, everything artists. I don't hate any artists. I really love people that do music. I feel like they are different.
Right.
Like to say something with your mouth and everybody say the same thing. That's you're a genius. But can we also talk about the fact that you have people who are supporting their music? You have people who are making their music come true. Their words, whatever they envision, we, the content creators, make that come true. So they should really pay attention to us. The chicken change is not going to help because we also want to change our lives too.
That's right.
You know, we want to move from A to Z. So if you're moving from A to Z, at least take us to C. But you want us to be at A. No, that's fine. That's not fine.
Most of the time they don't want to pay?
No, most of the time they were not paying. They were not paying in the beginning. And I really got sad. I got super sad. That's why I started doing my own thing. Got to a point I was doing music just to help my career. I didn't do it because I felt like I was better than any artist. No, because I felt like I was not making money from anybody.
If somebody is starting out, especially the young people in your group,
Yeah.
what are you going to tell them? How can they put themselves together so that they get what they deserve?
Just know that people are going to exploit you. Me, I was exploited way too many times. But it also taught me a lesson. A big lesson. When the artists or when the people come to you, they're going to come like, my brother, you're my brother, do this for me. It's just a 1 minute thing. If you get carried away, the fact that you're working with this artist and that artist, this artist is big, that's when you're going to lose it. So if I say I lost myself, these are the things I'm talking about. I got carried away with the fact that I was working with top artists in Ghana. I was not making any bread. Real talk, facts. I was not making it. I'd done a lot of dance challenges that were viral for years, and I made no money. By the time I realized, bro, time was fast spent, and those artists they skyrocketed, and I was found just wanting, so I had to change how I thought I was just helping and I was making a name for myself, but I realized, bro, there was nothing coming into my pocket. And this is where getting like amazing streams, getting shows everywhere, and nobody cared about me.
Let me stop you here for a minute. If you've been watching this show, I want you to subscribe and become part of the family. We are on a journey of changing the lives of people on this channel. And we appreciate you for being here. But if you haven't become part of the family, connect with us. Hit the subscribe button. Now let's carry on the conversation.
How I'm going to make money, they didn't care. So I had to revisit that, started charging them. If you can't pay, that's fine. Move to the next person, whoever thinks I'm worth it, and it actually made me different. I feel like it has made me feel different. I feel like now my dance is appreciated. So if I do a dance for you and it goes viral, I know I charged you for it. I know I was compensated, It does. I mean, God's blessing is involved, but it shows that I put in work and I was paid for it. Sometimes I saw a lot of messages. I saw a lot of statements made that the song is good. My song is good. That's why it's doing well. And it broke my heart. Imagine you don't sleep, you stay up all night trying to create a dance challenge just to fit the lyrics and a song. You share it online and it goes viral. Everyone does it on social media. And now the artist goes on an interview and says, my song is actually a great song. So yeah, no credit. At least I got super pained. And my people were telling me, bro, you see, we keep telling you, and you say, my bro, my sister, my friend, my family.
So what's your strategy now?
The strategy is to get paid. I do the job. We move on. If you want to keep me as your friend, that's fine. If you don't want to keep me as your friend, that's fine too. If you pay me my worth, because obviously I'm going to grow and I'm not going to dance like I used to. Yeah, I've been very, excuse me to say, very ignorant about stupid. That's the main word.
Yeah. As a dancer, I can't really think of the ways that you monetize your craft.
Yeah.
What are some of the ways that people can monetize their craft?
So I work with brands.
Okay.
I do performances.
Okay.
I post on my YouTube. YouTube gives me money. There are lots of things that I do. I don't really remember them right now. But yeah, because I have an academy, people pay to come to the class. I do dance classes around the world. I do festivals as well. Yeah, and I host shows. I'm going to host a show in Zambia. You know. Yeah, what else? Yeah, I think we are still building.
Absolutely.
We are still building because as time goes on, you're gonna find new things. You're gonna think about new things.
But that's incredible.
Yeah, but in the beginning, I was just dancing by an artist in music videos. And
so if I was to ask you, and I'm not sure what your answer would be, because I really want people to understand that being a dancer, as a matter of fact, being a talented and a hardworking dancer pays.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest gig you've got so far?
Biggest. Hey. Biggest. I'm sure you're gonna think it's working with Beyonce. No, I think going to Dubai to work with the UAE government, it brought me a lot of money. Yeah, changed my whole account, seeing bigger figures. Yeah, so I think that's, yeah.
So what's the least you've been paid to do a job? The least?
50 cities.
You're joking.
I was giving 50 cities compensation. Mufafaka.
Right. No, but I think you've done fantastic.
Yeah.
But then, after working out your money issues, making sure that you are now taking what you deserve, isn't that bringing a lot of pressure from family, friends, people that you had in your circle that are no more? They now see that you have a beautiful car, you're living a good life.
This car has brought me a lot of burden. It's brought burden on my head. I've got people from back in the day calling me, telling me about their family issues. Telling me to sort certain things for them. Family, obviously. Family's family. I love my family, so yeah, I'll support them regardless. But it's been crazy. Ever since I got this car, everything is just different for me right now. I hardly even pick calls.
Wow.
Yeah, even before I go here, I had numerous calls. It's okay. I mean, I can handle it. I've always handled it, but it's just too much. If it was 1%, now it's 10. And I have to handle. I have to take. If I can afford, fine. If I can't afford, I'll let you know because there's nothing to hide.
What's your biggest regret?
There are no regrets in life for me. I feel like every situation should teach you one thing, teach you a thing one way or the other. Ever since I left my ex group, I still face situations, but I'm able to tackle it because I learned some things from the past.
That's right.
So as time goes on, I just know that I'll be facing challenges. When it happened, when I left the team, it was crazy. But now when someone leaves my team or when I'm about to do any move and it does not succeed, I will know how to treat it. I will know how to maneuver my way. Because this one was huge.
Yeah.
It was huge. It was different. It hit me. when I least expected, that's when it hit me. From people, your favorite people not minding you. I didn't know how to move, how to even react, how to even behave. But now if someone says, hey, I'm going, I don't want to work with you again, I'm like, okay, fine. That's the only thing I can say now. And the people are like, why are you leaving?
You think you've built that mental toughness?
Yeah. I feel like as a human being or as a creative, you need to be very tough here. It's not even and even in your heart. You don't. I used to be very emotional about everything. Like, if I tell someone to come and record me a video and the person does not show, I'll be very emotional about it. But now if I tell you to come, I already have backup. So if you don't show, another person is coming.
That's right.
Or you might as well just come and meet another person.
Yeah.
That's it. So you have to prove it. Like, I feel like it made me realize how life should be lived. And when I started traveling, I realized it's different out there. It's very different out there. And I was out there alone.
Right.
For about 5 months, 6 months. It's crazy. No one cared about you. Do your own thing and let it work. If it doesn't work, you try. So actually, that moment, I feel like those moments were very precious. Like, they're very special moments. I don't think I'm gonna be in that situation again. I don't think I'm going to ever see that again. You know, I still have pictures, videos from that moment where I'll just be in my hotel room and I'm like, how do I do this? Who do I even, at least I had a manager when I was in the X group. This is what I was alone.
You know, do you think you are heavily misunderstood?
Yeah. Because I'm changing a new face. I'm bringing a new thing. No one has seen that before. So they'll question every time and they'll try to fight it.
If you were to tell that young man or young woman who's doubting themselves to walk the path that they truly desire, what would you tell them?
Believe in God, number 1. 2, follow your heart. Follow your heart. Dare to be different. Believe in God, number 1. 2, follow your heart. And dare to be different. Never give up. That's the last one.
Today, there's a young man that's got a talent. He's a great dancer, great musician, whatever it is that they're doing with their talent. In 2025, if you would advise them to do anything, where would they start from? Where should they start from right now?
Start now. Nothing is too late.
How?
Start now. Social media.
Okay.
Is the biggest tool that can save you. Start now. If it is not your talent, don't do it. But hard work can also make you better. So start now. Put in work. Never look back. Forward and focus on the focus. Because it's tough out here. You don't want to know. It's tough. It's crazy. And it gets lonely at the top though. You know? But if you stay kind, you're open-minded, you're humble, you're going to have people supporting you to grow your dream or your career, build your career. Yeah, that's all I have to say, and that's how my life has been this whole year, about 17 years of my career.
I think you've probably answered this question, but I would ask you anyway. What's the one thing that you learned too late that you wish you knew earlier?
Money. Know how to use your money. Know how to use your money, and there's nothing like family in business. Family is when you're on the normal grounds. But when it comes to business, talk your talk.
I actually like this version of you. No, I like it. Because I say that when talent meets business, that's when money making become exponential.
Yeah.
You may be so talented, so hardworking, but if you don't turn that switch on,
it took me years, bro. I've let money go. Like, I wish. That's the downfall of a man. I wish.
But you see, the issue is you needed to do the free work
Yeah. I did it for a long time.
to get attraction.
For a very
Right.
long
How many
time.
years did you do the free work for?
Bro, free work ended in 2023.
That's just a couple of years ago.
It's not a couple of years for me.
So you could have started charging.
Like in 2019.
Yeah.
I could have started charging like crazily. And I knew people were ready to pay, but they use.
You see, this is it. There's two sides to the coin. Sometimes, don't you think it's the courage to ask for your worth? That's what stops a lot of people from making money with their
People are
talent.
using me for, their own benefits,
Did you have the courage to even ask?
I will even meet you in the first place.
Why?
I am not the one meeting you.
Wow.
There's a manager, there's a representative.
I see.
Do you get the point?
I get it.
So whatever business they have with you, whatever negotiation they have with you, it's for their own benefits. Maybe they want you to do something for them.
And then you just do the dance.
Me, I don't know. I don't know about it, so they come and tell me something else. And, I only know that it's job. It has come, do it and go. Whatever they pay you is, you are a talent and you are being helped.
Wow.
Can you talk? You can't talk. But now that I know that, this way I don't have any relationship, I don't need any favor from this person. You come, you get your work done.
That's it.
Take my money. Service done. You're happy. Both parties are happy. We move on in life. Sometimes I do something in the past. I used to do something and I'll see an artist and the person will frown. And I don't know what I've done to the person. But the person has frowned it like, the person doesn't even want to talk to me again. And I question like, not knowing that something has happened in the past. Something has happened. Something is
Through
happening.
management.
Yes.
That you were not aware.
Yes. So
This thing happened, it ended a lady in court because of management. The way management dealt with the case.
yeah.
She was unaware.
Yeah.
The case ended up in court.
Yeah.
And I would like to pause you guys here for a second. On the 29th of August, my team are putting together an event. Our first Connected Minds live event. It's going to be happening at the British Council. So I'm going to leave all the details below. Register and then be a part of it. It's going to be an awesome day. Complete mindset shift. So if you've been watching, listening to this program, following my teachings, you should be there. It's only going to be for maximum 200 people. And every other detail is going to be on my Instagram. And that is derek.abaite on Instagram. My question to you is there anything I could have asked you that I didn't, that we can still talk about?
In the past,
No, anything that I could have asked you in this
right
conversation that you still think we need to talk about?
I don't know. Maybe if I've eaten.
That's a good break. Have you eaten?
Yes, I have. Thank you. Oh, why though?
Yeah, no, I usually don't do
You're not
breakfast.
an any person.
I do 1 meal a day. I mean,
Yeah.
so
I don't really be eating well, so my team is really taking care of that for me.
that's good.
And I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, yeah, boy, Jamal. Like, we've really worked hard. Like,
No, you have.
no time to sleep. I got here with red eyes.
Yeah.
Like, sleepless nights. Because it's like, I feel like when I started this new team with rush, with a certain force, and so in the beginning, I didn't want to do this. I just want to concentrate on myself because imagine all this energy. If I invest it back into myself, I could be somewhere else. But I realized no. To have the legacy continue, I need to build new, like 10, 20, 50 million of my type. But then again, I have to be very careful of who I'm investing my energy into. And now it's more like business for me. It's not like, because me, when I was working in the other team, it felt like I was being a philanthropist. You know,
The people you have under you,
in the beginning, like
right? In your current, my question, in your current team,
yeah,
do you have contracts with them?
not yet.
Okay.
Not
Is
yet.
that something you're thinking about?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you going to pay them what they are due?
Of course, if you're coming to a team, if you're going to look for a job, I feel like some people send their CV, whatever. These people, we look for them,
Okay.
you know. So if I look for you on the street, obviously I have to change your life. You know, it's not even about me paying you, but I have to make sure yourself. So the payback is you finding yourself, becoming a brand, and now you can take care of yourself. That's what I do for them.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
but I'm a human being. I'm human. Until they get there, I need to be compensating them, you know, a little bit. I don't call that payment. Because if I'm paying you, I need to pay your worth. And all of them are worth millions, like, of dollars. It's not even cities. Because I see what the work they put in, and I like their energy. I like how forceful they are when they're on stage and even off stage. You know, I've seen like a drastic change in them, and I see it made me feel proud of how far we've come in these 2 years. Because like I said, like, we started with like an energy, and not everyone can match that energy. But trust me, these kids, I see the fire in their eyes.
Yeah.
You know, and I wish it was like that when I started, you know. Like, I see it, like, I don't know if it is for fame. I don't know how it's gonna be like. But what I see is different. Like, they want it all for themselves. They want to be on stage. They want to be seen. They want to dance. They want to share their crafts. I feel like that name, the Dance, Grow, and Live, shows when they're on stage. You know, there were times that they were laughed at. I was laughed at. What are these people doing? And now these people are the best in Ghana now. So I feel like it's a gradual thing. We are fitting in. We are taking over. Like you said, taking over is allowed.
Then it's allowed
It's
everywhere.
normal.
Even on a single carriageway.
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody can take over quickly.
Quick.
Yeah. So I say this, you know, we've seen Nokia, we've seen BlackBerry. Look at Apple now. Look at Samsung now.
Yeah.
Samsung stuck with the game. They are competing with Apple.
Yeah.
Where's Nokia and BlackBerry?
The rest.
So, you know, today you could be leading the game.
You have to be very strategic.
Be strategic. You know.
Every time. Like, there's no any time that I'd be like, I let go. I've been doing this thing almost 20 years. There's never a day that, the only time that I've realized I messed up, that's when my blessing came. That's when my blessing came. So, like I say, hard work, but believe in God. If God is not done with you, like, nobody can say we are done with you. Like, God is not done with you. You know, me, I didn't want to dance again. Oh, I'm telling you, in 2022, I didn't want to dance again. Yes, I felt like, oh yeah, I've done it. I was calculating my blessings, like, all these people are famous. They are household names because of Dance God. God do too much. But God said, this is just the beginning. There are new faces, new people coming. You have not seen them yet. Just wait, my son. These are the new faces. I have Lali, I have Danny, I have Sugar, I have Holali. Like, they are amazing. Latifa, top dancers right now who are being loved from nowhere. If I tell you their background, some coming from the Volta region, some coming from Kumasi.
But you know the beautiful thing?
No.
You created this. You did.
From the Genesis.
Yeah. So anytime you look back, you're like, the inception of this, I took a bold decision to wake myself back up.
Yeah. It was
other
never
people
for
hope.
me.
Yeah.
It was never about me. It will never be about me. It will never be about me. That's what people don't know. These people used to watch me from their homes, their villages, their towns. They wanted to get close to me. I left this team. Now they got close. Now they are doing amazing. Do you know who's watching them and wants to join? So it's like a train keeps going. And that's why we have a lot of dancers in Ghana right now. Now, I was in Nigeria, and then one lady walked out to me and she was like, this feels like a dream come true. I used to watch you when I was in JHS. I used to watch you constantly on the phone. Now you are in my country and you have called me to come see you. I didn't know this day would come. Look at me. I was just thinking, oh, I know this girl. She's really good on social media. She never said anything to me. And now she comes to me. I invite her. She comes to me and she tells me all these things. That means I'm doing a great job.
Yeah. But in all of this, if you put God as the foundation, what I've learned from this is the power of social media.
Yeah.
It's really pushed you.
Yeah. Social media changed my life, especially Instagram. I used to post on Facebook back in the day, but Instagram, I was not getting paid from Instagram, but I had all my breakthrough were from Instagram. That moment, and I've done something crazy. Come and post it online. Everybody, get new people gravitating to me from all walks of life. That's where I realized, like, no, I have to take social media serious, even TikTok.
What's your total audience size on social media?
That's crazy. Don't even remember. Let me see. Where's my phone?
So Instagram, I think you have like...
The last time I checked my phone.
And I'm doing this because I want people to understand that.
Okay, Instagram is 2.3
million.
Let me check my 3.4 on TikTok, 3.4 million. Let me check my Facebook. That's crazy. Hey, where's my Facebook?
I just want people to understand the power of social media, you know?
1.9 on Facebook.
Yeah. So we are well over 5 million. Well over.
And Twitter is like...
And then, of course, you've...
100K.
Yeah, and I think your...
my YouTube is like
300,000, yeah.
300,000.
That's amazing. I think you've done fantastic. You've done a great... It's not my phone. I think you've done fantastic. I was going to ask you my famous question, motivation or discipline, but I think I already know the answer.
Yeah. Discipline.
That's right. I already know the answer.
Someone can motivate you, but discipline. Hey, hardest thing to ever do.
Yeah.
If you have discipline, you have everything. I feel like you never go down. You might as well, you just leave the scene a little bit, but if you have discipline, if you always remember you have to be disciplined. I used to stay with this lady called Jessica, and anytime I wake up, she said, have you laid your bed? I didn't understand. Like, like, I want to go to town. I want to go and do something, but it started from my bedroom. The discipline that she wanted.
Yeah.
Now, I wake up and subconsciously, I want to lay my bed. And that's how it has been for the past 4 years. I had to leave my house to go and live some, to learn how to be disciplined. Because I felt so comfortable, comfortability. I thought I had worked. Me waking up, laying my bed. Sometimes I will not even eat the whole day. I thought I was being a hard guy. No, it's killing myself, shooting myself in the foot. I'll leave my face unkept, my hair unkept.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of falling off. So go to the barber shop. Give yourself a treat.
That's it. You're a brand.
Yes. I didn't care at that point. So laying my bed on all those things helped me.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
Best advice.
And this question usually takes time.
Don't tell people what you're about to do. Don't share too much. Don't share too much until it's done. Don't share too much. I kept hearing it, but one time someone said it to me, it hit me. Don't share too much. Don't share too much.
Oh, I get it. I get
Don't
it.
share too much.
Yeah.
Someone gets close to you, you want to share because you think that person loves you.
They use it against you.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're all for what is yours.
Yeah.
They're in for it. They might come like God. They don't care about you like that. You become who, and then it's actually 2-3 advices that I've heard. And yeah, you become who you hang with.
That's good. I've enjoyed this conversation.
Blessings.
I've never seen you speak from the core of your belly the way you have today.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a conversation that you've spoken a lot.
Yeah.
I spoke only about 5%. And that's why it's Connected Minds. I usually like people to just talk and then share.
Yeah.
And I think you've done fantastic.
Yeah, I've had a great time.
I'm happy where I saw you and where you are.
Yeah, blessings.
I think the
Good
first
to
time I
see
saw you was 2013 or 2014.
Yeah.
And you've done fantastic. You know.
I remember that day like yesterday.
Yeah, you've done fantastic. And thank you so much for coming.
God bless.
You're going to make this program go to the next level again.
Amen.
And I really appreciate it.
Blessings.
And to my people, if you made it all the way to the end, I would love to know in the comments. And if this is your first time ever watching Connected Minds podcast, hit that subscribe button and then turn on the notification. I appreciate you and stay connected. My name is Derek Abaite. I'm out.